Hello Eternum and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news, and this is the War Report. No change in the dynamic of Eternum last night as both great houses win out in all 3 fights. Starting in Restless Shores, we caught up with the current kings of the Mudhill to get their reactions to the fight. Congratulations on your victory out here in Restless Shore, taking the entire 30 minutes, of course, because you're on defense. Would you care to take us through how it went out there tonight?
Man, let me tell you, it was a hard-fought battle. Thrust is not one to be messed with, honestly, and especially with the help of Dodgers from him. It was a hell of a war. Hats off to them. I'm genuinely surprised we were able to defend, and it was a very, very fun war.
Excellent. Was there anybody on your team who outperformed themselves today?
We had new shot callers out coming up, and honestly, like it was pretty superb from our shot callers. Honestly, they stepped up, they really did, and our main shot caller actually like surprised a lot of us, and it was really fun to have that experience because it kind of came out of nowhere and it just worked flawlessly.
Can you give us any updates on the ship construction behind us and whether or not you're going to be going out to sea?
I think what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna try and maybe fix up the ship and take some pirating lessons. I think we might take this bad boy out to the water.
A night of celebration for the champs as they're able to hold on to both the deep forests of Brightwood and their heavyweight championship belt. 2 victories tonight for the forces of the Syndicate, Strawberry members in Brightwood and here in Neverfall, where the champs extend their Neverfall streak to 4. How do you feel it went out there tonight?
You know, it was pretty easy tonight, John. I gotta say, I mean, we put very little effort in this war. As you can see, it was pretty embarrassing for the other side. I don't know how Everfall looked. We kind of worked something out with Most Wanted tonight. Thank you for them. Shout out to them.
What are you going to be doing here the next couple days as the winds blow in from the other direction and we merge with other members of the community?
We're waiting on some. We got some people coming in from Yig, and we're opening some slots up in Strawberry for them. So it's gonna look good for our roster in these next few weeks. I think it's gonna be very competitive with Context and Pharma and all those guys coming over here, and we're looking forward to it.
Excellent. Was there anybody out here on the battlefield whom you might want to shout out to tonight?
You know, I gotta shout out my Gov. He's the boy. I've been with him for months. He set this up. He made this happen. He didn't want this. He wanted to just give it up. You know, we came through and we managed the double defend tonight. All thanks to him.
Not everyone was able to stave off defeat last night as the early warning observation post of Morningdale was breached by corruption invasion forces. Damage to crafting capabilities were light. However, refining and processing stations were hit hard. For members of the Syndicate wishing to assist in reconstruction efforts, several tasks have been posted on the town mission boards. Long-range monitoring devices may be down, but local weather can still be measured, and despite indications of offshore storms foreshadowing potential new refugees, the island's typical weather should be light this evening with only a 10% chance of corruption invasion. 4 more submissions for Simulated Fantasy Combat Resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPco. Remember, if it isn't LARPco, it's cardboard. Up first, the Covenant Converts of Tropical House assail the Marauders of Thrust Damage for control of First Light and the flow of the spice. Tropical House seek to return to the southern beaches of First Light to reclaim the hyssop and spice harvesting and production facilities. Thrust Damage forces may be split tonight with their attention divided between here and the Fen. If they can't defend both, which resource will they prioritize? Meanwhile, the Zealots of Most Wanted assault the Marauders of Thrust Damage for control of the island's primary oil reserves of Weaver's Fen. Most Wanted forces return to the Peat Moss Bog of the Fen to reclaim their Great House title, faithful in their chances to reclaim the oil fields. The 2 regions under Thrust Damage control are key demographics for recruiting new refugees and potential soldiers for their armies. How they respond tonight will reveal their plans going forward. Later, the Marauders of Yig Dodgers attack the Syndicate members of Strawberry for control of the medicinal hot springs and resort destination of Ebonscale. The Marauders of Yig Dodgers have seen the storms on the horizon, and knowing the squells will lead to an influx of combatants, have consolidated their A squad to secure the medicinal hot springs. Fresh off their double defense of the Central Corridor last night, including the defense of their ongoing Neverfall streak, Strawberry forces are... What's this? This just handed to me. Ladies and gentlemen, sources close to KOTT News have revealed evidence that last night's championship bout may have been financially tampered with. It is unknown at this time if this involves peaceful negotiations or nefarious manipulation of the outcome. But KOTT News will bring you more on this story as it develops. In the nightcap, the syndicate members of JDB's Kitchen assault the vault of Yig Dodgers in their attempt to steal away the financial capital of Windsward. The syndicate members of JDB's Kitchen rebrand to more closely identify with the demeanor of their company makeup today, and that demeanor is ambitious. The security guards of Yig Dodgers may be a little thin tonight as their primary security forces beef up their offense, but never underestimate the berserker rage of the Marauders. Be sure to tune in for complete coverage and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.